Hello again. So I'm going to be going in this video over Unit 3, Exercise 5-2, Develop the Future Value Application. So here I've got the grading criteria open. So first thing I'm going to look at is the form itself. Does it have text, accept button, cancel button, start position? So go to that. Click on the form. Properties. Where are we at? It's got the accept button set to button calculate. It's got the cancel button set to the exit button. It's got the starting position set to the center of the screen, and the text is set to future value. If we go to here, so it says the labels, text and text align. If we go to that, check our labels individually. Text has the name, text align, same thing again, same thing. Next, the criteria is text boxes. Should have a name, read only, tab stop on the last one, and had tab index set. So go to that. So first one, got the name. That one actually doesn't have read only or tab stop, but the tab index set to 0 because it's our starting point. Then tab index for this one is 1 because it'll be the second one after that one. Its name up here. We've got the second tab index, well, tab index 2, which will be the third in the order, the tab order. And it's got its name. And then the future value text box is going to have its name, text box future value. However, this one is going to have read only set to true. And the tab stop is going to be set to false. What's next? And for the buttons, they have a name, text, and are they a part of the tab index? Let's look at that. So the calculate button is button calculate. Text is it says calculate, and it's got the access key for the C. Then tab index is number 3, so it's going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4th one in the order. And then with this one's going to be it's number 4, the tab index, so it's going to be the 5th one in the order. And then the text is saying exit, and it's got the access key on the X. And then the name is button exit because it's an exit button. Event handlers for the calculate and exit button. So I'm going to go through the code for that and go over the loop and the for loop, and then the do loop that's in there as well. So go to the code. I'm just going to get rid of these guys. So here you can see we got the calculate button, event handler. It's got our variables here. And then here's where we're calculating the monthly interest rate. And this is where you're going to get your months. Take the years times 12. And then, so right now I've got this commented out. But I'm going to uncomment the for loop. And I'm going to, for right now, comment out the do loop. Okay, so for the for loop, we got the variable was a future value as a decimal, and the for the index I as the integer equals 1 to the number of months that's entered. The future value will equal future value plus the monthly interest. This value, whatever this will end up as, times where 1 plus the monthly interest, this value, so it'll be multiplied by one another. That will equal the future value, and then next it'll just keep running through it until it hits the maximum amount of months that you've set, and then it'll break out of the loop, and then it'll come down here, and it will display the future value, and then it'll just go back to the first text box there. And then here's the exit button, just close out. So I'm going to show this one working. I'm going to use the example that it has in the book while I'm doing it. So I'll run that really quick. So monthly investment will be $100. Interest rate was, I believe, 12. The number of years will be 1. If I enter, it comes out to that 1280.93 or 93 cents. If I hit exit, it closes out. So that shows that works. I'm going to take this, uncomment it. I'm going to take this. This is for the for loop. I'm going to comment that back out again. And then if we run that, it'll show the, well, builder. No, what's going on here? User value. Oh, I see what I did there. I accidentally commented this out. Uncomment that. There we go. I'll walk through this actually real quick before I actually run it. But basically, it's saying so here's the variable I, or the index I, and it's an integer, and it's going to start at 1. The starting point's going to be 1, and then it's going to keep running this loop, do until that integer, or that index, becomes greater than the amount of months you have. So then the same formula, future value will equal future value plus the monthly interest times 1 plus the monthly interest rate. Or, so yeah, that was monthly investment. My bad. And then it's going to increment here. So it'd be the same as saying like I equals I plus 1. So it's going to keep adding to this number, this index, and it's going to keep increasing. And then down here was the other portion of the exercise I was talking about, to put an if loop. So if the future value becomes greater than or equal to 1,000, then continue. It was originally exit. It would break out of the loop early, but then it tells you to change it to continue. So basically, this is doing nothing, but it's just there because that's what the exercise said to do. And then it ends the loop. And then same thing. It's going to display that future value in that future value text box, and then go back up to the first text box. So you can just keep going back through it again. So now I'm going to run this guy. Yeah, there we go. It works fine. So I'll do the same. Was it a monthly investment of $100, 12% interest rate, and then number of years 1. And I'll click calculate this time. And it's the same thing. And I could put like, I don't know, 1,274 is my monthly investment. I'm going to do it for 23. Sure, that sounds good. I'll do 3. Calculate, and as you can see, it's working. And then I can again exit out of there. So anywho, I'll save that. That is Unit 3's exercise 5-2. Again, the develop the future value application. Please let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, thank you for your time.